Hello, and welcome back to Meme of the Month. We have a fantastic crew as always this month. I am Danny, and I will be your GM today, and we're going to just do a quick person introduction of our players tonight, and then we'll go around and talk about who the characters are. So we will start, we'll just go in order across the screen, so that's going to be starting with Joseph.
Hi, I'm Joseph. This is my second time doing Meme of the Month. I'm happy to be here. You can find me on Redacted Reports or hear me on Redacted Reports. Uh,
All right, Alondra.
Hello, I am Alondra, aka Lady Bedivere. You see me here all the time because I don't have a life. And you can also find me over on Quests and Chaos.
And Tanya.
Hi, I'm Tanya. I write stuff sometimes. You should read it. And this is my lots of times on Meme of the Month. And I'm also very happy to be here.
Excellent. Lovely to have everyone. Well, as you can see, today's game is maybe not the most typical D&D game, and that's fine. Oh wait, that's kind of what we always are here.
no, really?
As you can see, we are going to be dealing with a lady who is getting married, and her friends and family have to go searching for her something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. So let's do a quick rundown of today's cast of characters. We do, of course, have the bride, who is Lady Alicera Smirthwaite. She is a halfling noblewoman, and we cannot forget her mother, Lady Claire, who is... maybe Claire wouldn't have been the best name. She might have been a little bit more Karenish, but that's fine. The groom is Jarrison Grimwald, who is a gnome artificer, and he owns his own, maybe not too successful business, but he does own it himself. And then, of course, we have the friends that are involved tonight. Joseph, why don't you tell us about who you'll be playing?
I will be playing Kellen Garrick. I am one of Alicera's friends from the last several years. We've known each other quite a while. I am not the maid of honor, but we've been pretty close for a while. Happy to be in the bridal party. It's not how I would run things, but it's fine.
Alondra, tell us about who you'll be playing.
I will be playing Autumn Thialan Grimwald. I have only known Alicera for a couple of years because I met her at my wedding to the groom's brother. And everything is going totally fine. His family hates me, and I am trying desperately to impress her and impress them and show them that this marriage totally wasn't a mistake.
And Tanya, who will you be playing tonight?
Amalia Darbonville is the bride's very best friend and has known her. I think we met in college, but it feels like it's been forever because, like, we're both really old souls. Amalia is that kind of person who has changed their major every semester for like 7 years.
Gotcha.
She might be a little scattered, and I mean, nobody told her that maid of honor came with any sort of responsibilities, so now apparently, like, she's dropped all of the balls. But it's fine. Everything works out. Everything just always seems to work out.
Everything is fine. So it is a beautiful Saturday morning here in Meme Town. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and all of our characters are gathered at Smirthwaite Manor, Lady Alicera's home for the moment. She won't be there much longer. You're gathered for the traditional bridal brunch. This is something that is a fairly common occurrence in Meme Town weddings, especially the ones that are a little bit over the top, like Lady Alicera's, because of course she is a lady. Her mother, Lady Claire, has been fussing throughout the whole week of wedding events, and it has been a whole week of wedding events. There have been rehearsals and bridal parties and bridal showers and other luncheons. But this is the morning. This is the morning of the wedding. they will be getting married this evening, come hell or high water. And Lady Claire's a little bit on edge. You know, you've been eating. It's about 10 in the morning, so it's a little on the early side for brunch, but, well, Lady Claire didn't want you to take too long to eat and then not have time to be able to get dressed and ready for the wedding, which is at 6 o'clock. Because starting brunch at 10, well, that seems awfully late to her. Poor Alisara.
There are mimosas at this brunch, yes?
There are mimosas at this brunch.
Excellent.
You gotta.
There were mimosas at this brunch. I
There
think
you
they've
go,
been
yes.
consumed.
Alisara is doing her best to keep her shit together. But the three of you can tell that the stress of the day is starting to get to her. She looks around and smiles at you all. I'm so glad you could come. This is fantastic to have you. There's just so much left to do. I mean, there's putting on my clothes and letting someone fix my hair and letting someone put my makeup on and, well, I guess letting someone tie up the dress and letting someone help me into the carriage to get to the church, and then someone has to help me get out of it. I guess there's actually not a whole lot that I have to do. I guess I just have to make sure that I have, well, all I need is my lucky things. I have my something borrowed, my mother's pearls. I'll be giving those back. Don't worry, Mother. And Amalia, you've got all the rest, right?
She's going to put the mimosa down, and a little bit of it's going to come out of her nose. The what now? The rest?
The rest. My something
God.
old, my something new, and my something blue, because I have the borrowed. Don't you still have those?
That's a thing. That
it is.
will
if I don't have
be-
those.
Alicera,
that will
honey,
be-
we
I
will-
have to pick them
We
up.
will take care of it.
They're at the
Alicera, don't you
cleaners.
worry.
Okay.
They are at the cleaners. We're going to take care of that.
Well,
Yeah, we will
make
take
sure
care of it.
that
Alicera,
the-
don't worry about it at all, honey.
Okay.
It's we'll take care of it. And I just shoot a look at Amalia.
All right. Yeah, just make sure the cleaners are really gentle with that lace. That my something old, of course, is that strip of lace that 7 generations of Smurthwaites have tied to their bridal bouquets, and so we want to make sure that it is, gently treated. And
Definitely.
and I will need the shoes, the something new, my shoes that were, custom designed to go with my custom dress. 'Cause I can't be wandering around barefoot. But and the
Oh,
handkerchief.
we don't want that.
No. It's strange that you've got the shoes at the cleaners.
I wanted everything to be perfect for your
Aw.
special day.
That's so sweet of you, honey. All right.
And just for fun, like, remind us where you got the shoes from again.
Well, that's a funny story. So, my darling Jerison, he is an artificer, and he actually created them himself. It took
Ooh.
weeks. He spent so much time on these. They're so precious to me. I'm so excited to be actually wearing them for the first time. I've only tried them on. I promised him I wouldn't walk in them until, the day of. I'm a little bit concerned. He put some interesting little, clockwork things in the heels, and I'm hoping that won't affect my walking at all, but, I have from, the getting ready to getting to the church, so I've got plenty of time to practice in them. And really, I just have to get down the aisle, and once I'm actually married, if they're not comfortable, I'll kick them off. We like to dance barefoot.
And then
Lace,
the-
and then
the
the,
blue.
shoes. And the blue, remind me again.
The handkerchief.
Right,
It's
which
a-
is at the cleaners.
It's a blue handkerchief, and it has my new monogram embroidered on it. I'm very excited about that. It's such a pretty baby blue color, and that navy blue stitching is just, it's gorgeous.
And and it's just pressed. They're going to be pressed and just ready to go.
Perfect.
When is the service again?
6 o'clock, same that it's been the whole time.
Just kidding. Just trying to make you laugh.
You're such a joker.
I'm a
Amalia.
kidder.
From across the room, Lady Claire is glaring at you. She
She's
is
been glaring at me all week.
somewhat more concerned than her daughter is. But before things get too ruffled, the servers come around, clear the plates, and it's time to head off. Alisara has plans to get her hair and makeup done first. She does have someone coming for each of those, so she'll be upstairs in her bedroom.
Okay.
You are all welcome to come and watch me get ready, but I know that you probably have to, get your own hair and makeup done, and she sort of gives you all a bit of a hinting
Like you are
look.
getting it done, right? Like this isn't the look.
Exactly. But, it'll be fine. But otherwise, I'll be putting on the dress right at 5. And so I'll need to have the shoes, and I'll need to have the flowers ready so that we can tie on the lace. And I want to be able to discreetly tuck the handkerchief maybe inside my corset. So I'll need that before I put the dress on. So at the very latest, I need you all back in my room at 4:55. We good?
That is
Yes. We've
perfect.
got it all under control.
All right. Oh, I love you all. I'll see you soon. And she gives you air kisses and then sort of
Love you.
glances away.
Autumn has been listening to this the entire time, like silent with just like the big eyes, like coming back and forth through the whole conversation because she is like kind of frazzled because she is also has a like mop of a dog that she has been like trying to keep out of the brunch spread this
Oh, yes.
entire time, where she has also been tasked with wrangling Great Aunt Hortensia's beloved Snookums, which she's pretty sure is some sort of hazing ritual that the family's putting her through. So she just like suddenly turns to you guys with this like literally like mop in her hands. It's just like, so do you guys actually know where the things are? Because I haven't seen any of them. I've been dealing with this all day.
You're going to hear in your head, because I'm assuming you're within 30 feet of me. Maybe we should talk about that outside.
Okay. Snookums, let's take you out to make sure you're taken care of. We'll
Bring him to the cleaners.
head outside.
So as you all head outside, Amalia, I need you to make a history check for me.
I can do that.
And if you've had more than one mimosa this morning, I need you to make it at disadvantage.
Dang nabbit! All right. Well, that one was a 21. And this one's a 14. So 14.
Okay, so with that 14, you do remember it was earlier this week, maybe before the bachelorette party, or maybe before the bachelorette lunch, or maybe it was the bachelorette horse riding. Before one of them, Lady Alisara did give you a little bundle of things, and you remember that she said something about them and that they had to be something, don't lose something.
Something. It's all coming back to me now, and she's gonna spin around. It's the equivalent of a fanny pack.
Of course.
And she's gonna thumb through it for like, I don't know, the 15th time. She's got sealing wax and a parchment and a pen and, oh god, the ink spilled. I don't know. I had them. I would have put them in the bag. I mean, I think I would have put them in the bag. I was kind of in the bag.
But they're not in the bag.
I hope not. I just spilled a whole bottle of ink in there.
Okay.
Oh, I certainly hope they're not in there. Amalia, I thought you had this under control.
I don't, it's an honor. I didn't know that it was a job.
How many weddings have you been in before?
Does the answer have to be more than 0?
All right,
No.
all right.
Okay. Ooh, all right. Well,
Well, clearly we need to go get these items then, since we.
Yes, I might remember. I don't know. She's going to zip the fanny pack and then lean down and kind of pet the dog and just get all that extra ink off of her fingers into the dog's fur.
Autumn will immediately just be like, "Oh no, please! I've already had to bathe him twice this week, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to bathe him and get my hair
It's
less
fine.
frazzled."
This is one of her wedding colors, isn't it? And of course, it's
Black?
dragon's blood. No,
Oh.
it's dragon's blood. So as soon as he gets even a little bit excited, he's going to look like a rabid monster.
Oh no. Okay. All right. So we can't. We need to figure out where
We
these
should
things
retrace our
are.
steps. My steps. The steps of the
Okay.
palace.
Do you
The place.
do you remember which combination of events you went to?
It
In
was
what order?
something.
'Cause There's
It
been
was
so
something
many.
for her. And there was drinking.
That's everything.
That's
That's
every
all of
event.
them. They had
was-
whiskey at breakfast last 2 days ago. I don't even know what's happening anymore.
I know.
All right. So is the lace actually
So-
at the cleaners, or was that a cover? Now that we're out of earshot of Lady
Well, I
Claire.
mean, that would make sense for me to have done that. We should go to the cleaners because I probably did that and didn't remember because I'm really in tune with her.
Okay.
Mhm, mhm. Where's the cleaners again?
Helen
boy.
just kind of starts walking off in the direction that he knows where the cleaners are. Kellen is a gnome. He's like, how tall are gnomes again? 3 feet,
Something like
2
that,
feet,
yeah.
or they're shorter. They're shorter.
Yeah.
They're pretty short. He's got like on his arms you can see some kind of bluish scales that he's kind of covered up a little bit with his wedding attire. But he's just marching off in that direction.
Okay.
Just gonna just kind of look both ways and follow him because surely he knows what he's doing.
I will scoop up the dog and follow.
All right.
Careful, he's got ink on him.
So you make your way down the main street of Meme Town, and just past the Bed Bath & Beyond is the Cleaners. And it's a fairly small shop. It's got a big sign at the top that just says Cleaners. And
Yes,
as you walk in,
this would have been a good place for me to come.
there is one human woman standing behind the counter. Well, probably sitting, given where she is relative to the counter. Got a book in her hand, and she sort of looks up when you come in, sighs, goes back to her book. A moment later, puts in a bookmark, closes it, and sets it on the counter. Right, how can I help you?
Do you know me?
Hi, we're here.
I mean, you are vaguely familiar. I assume you live in town, so I've probably seen you around.
We're here for the wedding.
Oh,
we
the
believe
Smith. Wait.
my friend here believes she may have left something with you for that we desperately need for the wedding.
Oh. Well, give me a moment. Let me go look in the back and see if I've got anything. Would it be under Smirthwaite for the wedding, or would it be under your personal name?
I guess
We
check
could try both.
Okay, and your name?
Amalia.
Amalia. Okay, is there a last name Amalia, or are you like Cher?
Oh, Darbonville.
Okay, great. So she disappears into the back. Everyone roll me perception checks, please.
Ooh, I'm not great at that.
Say, I should have cooked my
That is a nat
dice.
1.
Okay.
Well, I got a 14, but I'm probably back in the fanny pack trying to look for like a ticket from the cleaning thing, like looking for a receipt of some kind.
Okay.
I got a 19. I'm good at perception.
Okay.
It's the neurosis.
All
It's
right.
been very observant.
So,
Kellen's too busy rolling his eyes.
Autumn, you are paying attention because you were concerned. You want this whole thing to go off without a hitch, so you're right on top of things. You're watching as the woman goes back, and she goes just around the corner. You see her typing into a computer. You see her type something else. And then you see her pull up a website. And are you a reader, Autumn?
Yes. Autumn is a wizard. She is a giant nerd.
All right.
So she does a lot of reading.
So she would be familiar then with some of the more popular sites for obtaining fiction.
Mm-hmm.
She recognizes this as the fantasy equivalent of AO3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh boy.
And
Fantasy AO3.
which is kind of redundant.
So just AO3, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Folks, I don't think they're here. And I don't think we're gonna get a lot of help here either. So I think we gotta start thinking
Well,
of
we
anywhere
gotta-
else that
Is she not?
Should be at least should we
she
we
not
search through the
looking?
back real quick?
I don't want to walk over there and potentially see things that I can't unsee. So, but yeah, she's not really gonna help us, I don't think.
Is there a lifty uppy counterpiece?
Yes,
Or is it like
yes, there
open?
is. There is. There's
That's
a
the
lifty
technical
uppy.
term for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
we all know exactly what you're talking.
Exactly.
I'm sure that Kellen could just go under it. Probably.
yeah, I will walk under that.
There we go.
Well, Amalia's only like 5 feet. She something about magic stunting her growth. We don't know, but she so she's gonna kind of lift it up and walk in the back too, like
Oh, okay, I
and try to
thought we were
like
just
walk
gonna
ahead
leave.
of Kellen. Like, just this was my idea. I'm looking.
So you get just through the door. The woman turns around. You're not supposed to be back here. And also, we don't have it. It's not in the system. So bye.
In her head, she
Can I
will
make a
hear.
stealth check to like duck behind
Yes,
Amalia?
yes, please do.
I'm about to distract her.
Okay.
Nat 20.
All right. That is, yeah,
Nice.
much better than the 6 I rolled. So you can absolutely sneak past her.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try to make my way, if there's a back room, into the back room.
Yes. You get past
Meanwhile.
this little entryway, and what are you doing, Amalia, to distract her while he's sneaking back there?
There's going to be a voice in her brain
Uh-huh.
because I'm
Oh, no.
within 30 feet of her.
Uh-huh.
I know what you were doing.
She looks around, and her cheeks kind of flush, and you see her close the window. And she keeps looking around. Kellen, you have snuck back past this little sort of, I don't know, managerial type area that she was in with the computer. And you get through another door that is open. And you are very overwhelmed with the scent of chemicals. This seems to be a dry cleaning sort of operation, not just a washer and dryer setup. And it does not take you long to spot the racks and racks and racks of clothes. They're on like those big conveyor
So
belts.
it's one of those, maybe.
It's one of those, yes. If you would like
Great,
to look at all of the clothes, you can roll me an
I
investigation.
would. I guess I'll do. Can I do an investigation check? I guess. That'd
Absolutely,
be-
yes.
Okay. 8 plus 2, 10.
You are not able to find it. You don't find anything that looks like shoes. And you don't find anything that looks like small items, like a piece of lace or a handkerchief. There's nothing like that anywhere here that you can find.
Okay. In that case, I will make my way back towards the front and sneak back out.
All right, and with that roll you had before, I will let you just sneak out without her noticing. She's still trying to look around. She's like looking up in the corners. Maybe there's like a camera or her boss is watching her. She's kind of worried now. But
I will just kind of, once I'm back by Autumn, I'll just kind of announce like, well, I guess we'll try somewhere else.
Oh yeah, okay. Sorry to have bothered you. Thank you. We'll be going now. And Autumn is gonna dip as fast as possible and just wait outside.
Wish you could have helped us. And then in her brain, she's going to be hearing, I'm always watching.
all right. So you were back outside, Main Street of Meme Town. What
So
other sort
not
of events have you done?
Okay, so you said it
There
was
was
it was
the
the
initial bachelorette party
Hmm.
that kind of
was-
kicked off the week.
there was the horseback riding.
Mm-hmm.
There was the thing at the theater where they showed all the slideshows of the
Yes.
of
The
photos
the
that went
PowerPoint
on
party.
for so long. So long.
PowerPoint night where we all had our own PowerPoint.
Yeah. Let's see. Where else was there? Where else was there drinking? There was the pre bachelorette dinner at the Chinese food place. We drank there.
Yes,
I
we
did
did.
drink there. I did. Isn't that near the bus station? Are there lockers there?
I think so.
The train station? The
Would you have put them in a locker at the bus station?
I mean, if we were gonna go do something, I wouldn't want to lose them.
Oh my goodness. Or at the
Okay.
stables of the horse riding place.
Did they have boxes? Did they have? I mean, it's worth looking.
Okay. Oh, okay. Worst
At the carriage
case.
station?
If we can't, I know at the very least, I could probably remake something like the handkerchief out of supplies from the Bed Bath and Beyond, but that's not going to solve the issue with the lace and the shoes. So we really just need to find the things. So,
Do you 100% pick up the shoes from the shop, or are they still there? Like that could be a starting point. don't remember.
Wonder. Yes, I did.
Great.
I am very confident.
Can I like use my sending stone and like can I text my husband and
Yes!
ask if he remembers
Yes,
when like if the
please
shoes
do.
got picked up? I'm just gonna text him and be like, babe, we're having a little crisis. Do you remember Amalia picking up the shoes from your brother? Question mark.
You
Be
get
like, oh,
a response saying, I don't know, but I'll go check the shop for you.
thank you so much.
All right.
I mean, if she told me to do it, I would do it.
Yeah, but she also told you not to lose them, and I don't know if you succeeded
Okay,
on that
I'm
level.
so much better. Like, look, if you tell me to do a thing, I can do it. But if you tell me not to do it, then that's trying to do a negative. And
and the brain
really
doesn't process negative, so it just hears the do part and not the not part.
do the thing.
Okay.
All right. Well, why don't we start with the stables? Because that can't be too far from here. As we definitely did horseback riding,
And I was
and we
definitely
definitely were
not
drinking
drunk
during
enough
the
to
horseback
fall
riding.
off.
There was a
Which I don't
lot
know how
of.
smart that was.
Well, apparently the groomsmen were all doing the same thing, but it was a forklift party, and I don't think half of them are certified. So
That's true.
Those artificers and their forklift parties.
you know,
What are you gonna do?
it's a raucous good time for some. Okay, so let's start at the stables, and then we can work our way back through the week from there. Right?
All right.
Stables was
Yeah.
day one, wasn't it?
Sure.
Been the longest week of my life.
So
I don't know. I don't sleep.
you are able
Oh.
to get to the stables, and it looks familiar. I mean, you were there earlier this week,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
one of the stable boys sees you coming in, his eyes get real wide.
Oh no.
Oh, you're back. Hi.
Hey.
Do I need to get my
Hi.
boss?
We think we might have lost something or left something behind when we were
Oh.
here, and so we were just coming to check and see if you had found anything here. You know, maybe we
Oh.
left it in a locker or something.
Okay, I thought maybe you were with Lady Claire because I already got yelled at this week and I didn't like it very much. Yeah, we have a lost and found box, and then we have our lockers that don't actually have locks on them because you have to bring your own. And I think they're all empty. I think usually at the end of the day we take whatever's left in them. I get to use the bolt cutters, and I open the locks and I just put it all in the lost and found box. Come with me. I'll show you in the office the lost and found box.
Great, thank you so much. As we walk, Autumn is going to shuffling the dog onto one arm, pop out a tube of lipstick, and reapply her lipstick, which is how she casts the Friends cantrip.
Nice.
Nice.
I like it.
Because she just doesn't want to get yelled at, so she's gonna just kind of have that prepped in case she needs to smooth things over here.
All right. So you follow him to the little back office, and he pulls out this trunk. Like, he drags it across the floor and pulls a key out of his pocket and unlocks it and pushes it open and says, all right, you can look at whatever you want, but please don't take anything that's not yours, except if it's been here more than a month. I guess you can take it because probably no one's coming back for it. So just ask
And how
me.
would we know that?
Well, ask me because, I mostly remember because I get to empty the lockers. So, yeah, have fun.
Shoes? Did you find any shoes?
No,
No shoes.
I need some shoes. My girlfriend wants some new shoes. I keep looking, but if people remember to take their shoes home with them.
You would think.
Most?
Usually, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a pair of shoes left in a locker.
I'm going to take Snookums and say, okay, go find what we need. And I'm going to put Snookums in the box and let him sniff around for
Okay.
anything that smells like the bride. Snookums is how I reflavored my familiar
I love it.
because I'm a wizard.
That's amazing.
I thought this was the stupidest possible option.
It is fantastic. I love it. Okay. Is there something that you roll to determine his ability to find
I
things?
was so they don't have dog stats, so I'm using weasel stats.
Okay.
Because it seemed like it was the closest. So I was just gonna do like a a sniffing perception check
Sounds good to me.
for him, if that works. Ooh, we rolled good. 19.
All right.
Mm.
Snuffling around
He
for anything
is
that smells like
snuffling around.
us.
And after just a minute or two, his head pops up and he's got a tube in his mouth.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I will take the tube, give him a treat.
He wags his tail and dives back in.
Okay. Is it like a lipstick tube?
It is a
Like,
lipstick tube. And
Okay.
I'm
What's inside?
going to open it. It is
Yes.
lipstick. Kellen, roll me perception.
Oh boy. I think it's my plus 0. Nat 1 again on perception.
Okay. Yep. You don't notice anything. Amalia,
You're
you can
just
also roll me
so
perception if you
angry.
It looks like lipstick.
Your rage is blinding you.
Exactly.
Okay, so with that nat 20, that brings it to a 28.
Okay, Amalia,
Damn.
you feel like you are Lady Alisara's best friend, and you recognize that is her color. That is the color she wears all the time. That is very much her lipstick that she probably left.
That is definitely Alisara's lipstick. I'd know that shade anywhere.
You know what it isn't? It's not lace. It's not a handkerchief. It's not shoes.
I feel like you're bringing a lot of negativity to this situation, and I just want what's best for my friend. So maybe we could all just focus.
Okay.
I am digging through the side of the trunk that Snookums is not on, trying to help expedite things.
Okay.
I don't think did somebody leave a Okay, I don't think that's supposed to be in here. Just keep going.
You find the usual sort of stuff, extra sweaters. Snookums does pop his head up again after a minute, and he's got a folded up piece of paper in his mouth.
Oh, thank you.
And
We'll
he releases
unfold
it with a treat.
Yep.
You open it. How familiar are you with your brother-in-law?
Intellectually in a kind of creepy way, because I think probably Autumn has like the equivalent of the red string board for like tracking all of the family, because she's trying to learn like
Right.
everything she can to be able to impress them all, because like her husband loves her unconditionally and nobody else in the family seems to like her, and she's like, I can't figure out what's going on here.
Oh.
So I mean, I don't think they spend a lot of time together, but I think she like knows a lot of like facts about him, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
I'm gonna say that she probably would recognize his handwriting.
Definitely.
And given that the dog picked it up, and given the content of it, you're quite sure it's his handwriting.
Good.
As you read through it, it looks like this is probably his wedding vows.
Okay, well, this isn't what we're looking for, but I think it's probably a good thing we found them.
Oh yeah, he's gonna want that.
I'll text my
He's
husband
not.
again.
He's not a good off the cuff kind of speaker.
No, he's really not. Yeah, text husband again. Honey, I think I found your brother's wedding vows. Does he need those?
And a moment later, you get a message back. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. I'll be able to get to the shop faster now since I don't have to look for those anymore.
Is he missing anything else? Maybe we should team up. And I will like,
No, I think that's all.
okay,
Okay, thanks.
see you tonight.
Yeah. So you have recovered the bride's lipstick and the groom's wedding vows, but nothing else so far.
Nothing else.
I will scoop Snookums out of the trunk, and just turn to the other two and be like, well, I don't think that they're here, so at least we can cross this one off the list.
I guess so.
That's progress.
Does your dog want a ball? Because I found one in the trunk.
Sure.
Okay, here. And he just hands you a tennis ball.
Thank you. Look, it's for you, Snookums.
All right. So what is your plan now?
So was the show with the men, there was a lot of drinking,
I
a lot of muscles.
Yes, which one? The one where they came to us, the one where we went to them?
They came to we went to them.
The
Okay.
other one was the week
That
before.
was that. Right.
Right, thank you.
The unofficial one.
That was the pre.
Pre.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yes.
they have places for your stuff so that your hands would be free?
Probably. I didn't go to that one.
In your head, you just hear chicken.
You get the reply back, yes!
Oh, nobody can reply. I just get to be in their heads.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't. Oh, it's not.
Oh,
Message,
it's
I
not
guess.
that one. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. No, then just
No,
big eyes
it's,
just be like, yes! Oh,
Make sure.
I think I know which ability that is then.
It's
Anyway.
It's a great old one thing.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Telepathically speak to any one creature I can see within 30 feet of me if it understands at least one language.
I do understand many languages. In fact,
I'll get all three of you to roll me a history check to see if you remember where the thing with the men and the muscles happened.
The one where we went to them.
The one where you went to them.
yeah.
The official one.
Because the other one definitely just happened at the summer home, like when the cops broke it up, but they were not cops.
That is a 14.
That was an 11.
I think I'm good at history. 19. Apparently, that's just my number today.
Okay.
Look at you.
You remember that one, oddly enough, was at the museum, because now that you're remembering and you had some drinks, that there were a couple of times that someone who had too many drinks started rubbing on one of the statues instead of one of the actual muscles.
Right, we're gonna have to go to the museum. They would have a lost and found, so if we left things there, they certainly would have located them, and they're definitely going to know they don't belong there because those shoes absolutely don't look like anything housed in that museum.
Right.
I thought there was just muscles in that museum.
We were in
honey.
the statuary wing. There's a lot of things in the museum. I spend a lot of time there on the weekends when there are family events going on that I'm avoiding.
So you all head towards the museum. And as you walk up to the doors, you notice that there are extra security guards.
I swear.
Too many people.
It wasn't
touching the
even in
statues.
aisle 5. Like,
I'll walk up to try to get in and be like, hey, we're just trying to check the lost and found.
Right. Everyone needs an escort now. We had an incident earlier this week with some items going missing, and then before that we had an incident that resulted in, well, some lipstick in some unfortunate places on some of our statues. And so everyone needs to be monitored.
I don't even wear lipstick. This is just my face.
Okay, but I can escort you through the museum.
Thank you. That would be very much appreciated. We really just need to go to Lost and Found. We're sort of on a time crunch.
Okay. And so this rather burly and unhappy guard leads you just inside the front entryway to the little office. Right, we got a lost and found here, and you look familiar. Were you at one of those were you at the party with the lipstick?
There was a event for the wedding.
Yeah.
The big wedding earlier this week.
That was the event with the lipstick.
Yes.
Right.
Was it this
wasn't
shade?
there.
She's gonna pull out her BFF.
Alicera,
No.
Alicera.
Alicera.
Was it this color?
I don't know. It was kind of red, like lips colored. Maybe.
Do they hire you on the basis of lack of imagination? You have to
I don't know.
work with me here.
I think they hired him for his very large pectorals and biceps.
Yeah, I keep people from touching stuff. I smack hands real hard.
And I'm sure you're very good at it.
Usually, we had the weird.
What if I
ones
wanted to
that couldn't see.
touch this? Would you spank my hand?
He pauses, and then sort of gently moves your hand away. Not while I'm at work.
Anyway, as you'll remember, Amalia, we are on a time crunch, and so we
Yes.
should look for that thing that you might have left here.
The shoes?
Okay, come on back here. And he takes you behind the counter, and
Thought you'd never ask.
because of the nature of the folks who work at this museum, rather than having just a box that they put everything in, they have little shelves all over the wall with little glass cases, and inside each of these are missing items.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So, as you're looking, you do not see any shoes. You do, however, see a bunch of interesting stuff. I would like everyone to roll me an investigation.
That is a, what is that? Let's see, 4.
9.
So enraged. 21.
Cannot believe this is happening.
God.
I built an int-based character. Just don't start a fight, because I'll die.
So, Autumn, as you're looking at all of these things, you recognize a bow tie. It is your husband's bow tie.
Running back through the brain of the last time I saw him wearing it. So just be like, well, that one is one of ours, so we should grab
Okay.
that.
All right.
Thank you.
Kellen, you do spot a pair of shoes, but they are like kids' shoes. So,
Do you recognize them?
um, they seem like generic shoes.
Well, kids' shoes for a human, or
Like kids' shoes in that they are brightly colored and look like they probably light up. They do not look like wedding
would-
shoes.
Not with that
But
attitude, they don't.
They might fit Alicera's feet.
That's what I was. Yeah, I'm like, if their shoes, like, if they were made for the wedding by an up and coming artificer that is, who knows how visibility is. I would like to. I'll like point at those, like, those shoes. I think. Can we get a closer look at those?
All right. So he gets the bow tie and hands it to Autumn and gets the shoes and hands them to Kellen. These your shoes? He looks down at your feet.
Not.
I mean, they could be, I guess.
Oh, not mine. No,
Oh, okay.
I would never.
I mean, I thought you had better taste than that, but yeah.
Oh,
I mean, sometimes people surprise you, right?
that's yeah. Yeah, I think this a mutual friend. I don't think I'm gonna wear these to a wedding, but
That would be a choice. Yeah.
yeah, certainly.
I mean, you want to take
And then
them?
I'm going.
They've been there for a
Yeah,
while.
I'll take them, and I'm gonna message Amalia. I'm like, are these the shoes?
Amalia, go ahead and roll a history check to see if you remember what the shoes look like.
I mean, pretty good. No, pretty good. Doesn't help when you roll. It's an 11.
You don't think
I mean, maybe.
so, but they might be. It wouldn't hurt to take them just in case.
We should
Yeah,
totally take them.
I'll take.
just
Yeah,
in
I'll
case.
take them.
All right. Okay. So you
Okay,
have
so not at the museum.
no. You have the the brother-in-law of the groom, or the brother of the groom. You have his tie,
Brother of the groom.
and you have some sort of shoes.
You do have shoes.
You do have
If
shoes.
worst comes to worst, we will give these to her and say, "These are the shoes." And
Congratulations.
she'll-
I think
I would
Jerison made
never
some
lie to
adjustments.
my friend like that.
How do you know
So
it's a
does that-
lie? Do you remember what the shoes look like?
Give me a bit. You know what? A minute. Just. What about that hike? Didn't we all go traipsing through the woods because it was, I don't know, healthy?
Were you drinking on the hike?
trees? What did you expect me to put in the bottle? Water?
Yes.
yes.
How are you alive?
So we still have the Chinese restaurant and the theater, and now maybe the woods.
And the nature walk. I mean,
And I'll let everyone roll me a history check to see if you remember a couple of other things that I can tell you about.
Yeah.
We're looking for a 10 or more here for
So this is such a hazy
Aw.
week of insanity.
12.
12.
16.
Okay.
20.
All right. So you all vaguely recall You think they called it something like communing with the ancestors. You do remember that everyone had to be barefoot in the cemetery at sunset.
That was that weird tradition that their family has.
Yeah, it's a halfling thing. That and the objects are all supposed to bring luck or blessings or something. I read about it in a book.
Okay, so
Is
let's
that
go to
why
this.
we were in the cemetery? Oops. Anyway, I don't think that they're there.
What
We
makes
gotta
you
check.
so sure that of all of the places that they could be, they're not there? You're going to have to really convince me on this one.
Because I remember the cemetery. Well, I mean, the Minotaur, but the cemetery.
Okay, we all noticed the Minotaur at the cemetery, but
There's always a
but
Minotaur in the cemetery.
Right, but not all of us were with the Minotaur down in the crypt while everyone else was touching grass or whatever.
Oh, it's an ancient, beautiful tradition about bringing generations to. Yeah, let's go to the cemetery. Let's go to the cemetery. Maybe
Yeah,
you can
let's-
go
Not at the cemetery.
hang out with the Minotaur at the cemetery while we look for these things. Okay. The theater's on the way to the cemetery, right? So maybe we can ask at the box office if they picked up anything while we're on the way. Kill two birds with one stone.
Was I even at PowerPoint night? That
You were
sounds really boring.
You were definitely at PowerPoint night because when I was trying to give my presentation on ancient Chaltian architecture, you kept screaming, "Lame!"
That was me? I thought that was so funny. Right, okay. Okay, that was me.
We will head down the road, just kind of looking
Okay.
for whatever the next place we come across is.
yeah.
I'm vaguely heading toward the cemetery by way of the theater.
Okay, so you are getting close to the theater when your sending stone activates, and you get a message from your husband. Got the shoes. They're at the shop. What should I do with them?
All caps, don't let them out of your sight until I get to you. Where are you right now?
At the shop.
Great, don't move.
Okay.
Found the shoes!
Oh, good.
Where did I leave them?
They were at the shop. You never picked them up, apparently. Or somebody took them back there.
Oh. But it's great that I'm going to have them to give to her. That's the best thing ever.
I think maybe I should hold on to everything that we've collected. Just
But
for
I haven't lost the
safety.
lipstick yet. Wait.
Look in your
Do I-
bag. Roll me an investigation.
I
At
didn't remember
disadvantage
giving
because
you
I've
the
seen
lipstick,
the
so
At disadvantage. Ow, 3 and 4, 5.
Just
Yep.
because
Nope.
Amalia definitely had it to try to seduce the guard or whatever was happening.
Well, she certainly doesn't have it now.
oh,
Oh, God.
I hope she's got. I hope the makeup artist has her color. Great.
Can I hold
Let's.
the dog for a second?
Why? No, absolutely not. I already don't have time to bathe them again before the ceremony.
I mean, it's just... Come here.
Do you
And
have
she's gonna reach up.
Kleenex?
They're covered with ink.
Are you detouring to the shop, or are you going to do that after the theater?
I think if we're already on the way to the theater, I'm going to ask at the theater first and then detour to the shop because I know if I trust my husband to actually retain this item.
Right.
So if he's just waiting for us to meet up with him, I feel pretty confident that we have secured that item.
Okay.
So
You approach the theater, and it looks less terrifying in the daytime, but it still looks decrepit.
this place is very spooky.
It seems to be falling down. As you approach the front doors, they look like they've got a big chain lock on them.
Was
Does
it
anyone know how to pick locks?
was it this
Excuse me.
spooky?
I will cheerfully and almost without thinking undo the locks.
Okay.
Because I have proficiency with these tools.
All right, go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand, and let's see how well that
Let's
works.
see
for
how
you.
great that is. Oh, snippy snap! 20, natural 20, 23.
All
Oh.
right, you are able to pick that lock, and it falls open, and it only takes a moment to pull the chains out from the handles. As you step in, it smells old. You vaguely recall it from last time, that things were kind of creepy. As you take a couple of steps in, there are fluorescent lights behind the concession stand that sort of flicker to light. And they've got that buzzy hum and the flickery sort of not quite steady light. And there's a very faint music coming from somewhere deeper in the theater.
Amalia is going to. She's still got the ink on her fingers, so she's going to be like wiping it on the walls near where these other sigils seem to be done. So she's just going to be randomly swiping Dragon's Blood ink all over the wall to get it off her hand.
God,
What is everyone's passive perception?
10.
18.
15.
Okay. Kellen, you are blissfully unaware. But the
Excellent.
other two of you notice that as Amalia does that, the blood seems to be sort of getting sucked into the things that are carved into the wall.
Okay. We should find the lost and found and then get going. I remember this being particularly spooky at night, but I thought it was just because it was night, and now we're here during the bright sunlight, and it's even worse. Because now I can see what's spooky about it. We should go.
I told
Well,
you
what
the
about us?
presentations here were lame. What?
I was gonna say, there's the music coming from there. I think I'm gonna go investigate that real quick.
Why?
Maybe-
Why? Why would you do that?
If there's someone, maybe there's someone here that can help us find stuff.
Okay.
Okay, are you all
I
going,
mean,
or is
it's-
Kellen going alone?
No, Kellen
Where's
is
the lo-
not
is-
going
well,
alone.
Do we know where the lost and found is?
Probably not from wherever that music's
Probably at the
coming
office.
from.
Yeah.
I will let you all roll me an insight.
15.
It's time to put on makeup. It's time to light the lights.
Goodness.
23.
Not as high as either of them. I think
Okay.
she's too busy, like... She reads enough sigils to kind of know what's up here and is not thrilled about being in this place.
So, Kellen and Amalia, you both have been to the theater before. Maybe not this one for anything other than a PowerPoint, but you've been to other theaters, and you know that there's usually a box office where they keep a bunch of that stuff before you actually get into the theater proper. And in this case, as you are glancing around, you see a little window just behind or just past the concessions before you get into the theater itself, but there's this little window and there's a flickering light from inside of it.
I guess. Well, okay.
That's
we
the
can
office.
check the office, and then we can go investigate the music.
I mean,
So I'll go look for the door.
I thought she was having a DJ.
So
Why do we need to look for the band?
What?
as you get towards
You didn't hire the band.
I thought she wanted the DJ.
Did you hire a
Did
DJ?
you hire a DJ?
I don't remember.
Oh god!
No,
We don't
Okay,
even
no,
have
we
a bar to
definitely
the
are
party
investigating the
anymore.
music to see if they're free.
okay,
no. My buddy JD's gonna do it. You're gonna love him.
Is that
Okay, right.
You're +1? Have we met him yet? I feel like I've met everyone so far this week, but
JD was on tour. He's it's in a band, so he's gonna
Okay.
it's
All right,
an orc metal band, but they do covers.
Okay, let's find this lost and found.
I'm gonna start texting my location coordinates to my husband in case we die.
You get up to the little box office window, and it's fairly well lit in there. You don't see a door, but you do see a figure sitting at the window, and it's got one of those little round things with little lines in it so you can talk back and forth.
Hello?
Hello. I apologize. My impressions are going to be terrible for these voices, but
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Uh,
So were mine.
Sorry, we're looking for, we might have lost something here.
oh, right, from the wedding party. And as
Yes.
this figure turns, you see sort of the hint of a hooked blue nose.
Ah,
He turns around, turns back, and it's, you know how ticket counters are, where they've got the little slippy under thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
the technical term.
Yes, just like the flippy open.
The flippy open
Yeah.
thing.
Flippy
The
under.
thing.
The slippy under. And you see him take this little thumb drive and put it in the slippy under thing. You left your thumb drive.
Callum will
Oh, from the power
pull himself
boy.
up and try to.
I'll come in over top. I'm very tall and grab it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else?
That's all we got.
Okay.
No one really comes here.
I wonder why.
That's surprising.
Well,
So what's with the music?
Who's your band?
Oh, the band, they're rehearsing. You're welcome to observe.
we're on a very tight schedule. Maybe another time.
Are they free tonight?
They're free
Just-
every night. We don't have a show right now.
Then what are they rehearsing?
We'll be back.
Just
We
to
might be
make
back.
sure they stay in tune. All right.
Look, I know that
Everyone
I
comes
told
back.
her that orcish death metal, like, the band doesn't have to sing that, you know. They can.
Just steer everybody toward the exit. Thank you so much for all of your help. I really appreciate it. I will make sure that I pocket the thumb drive with the bow tie and the vows. So
All right. So you can detour to the shop if you would like.
Why don't you text your husband to meet us at the cemetery?
I could do that. If he's not caught up doing groomsman things. I could also
give
just
him
have him.
some idea.
I could also just have him take the shoes back to the house and wait for us there. I'll have him meet us at the cemetery.
You get the equivalent of a thumbs up emoji.
Great.
So it doesn't take too long to get to the cemetery because travel in Meme Town is weird. But you get there. And
It's
it is
Meme Town.
nowhere near as creepy as the theater. Like
Oh,
it's bright
so
and
refreshing.
sunshiny, the grass is green, all of the headstones are very well kept. You actually see someone off in the distance who's got a little brush and is scrubbing at one of them, and someone else who's planting some flowers. And it's way more cheery and pleasant looking than that theater was.
Oh yeah.
So Amalia's gonna she's gonna walk in, she's gonna look, and she's like, okay, they were being boring over there, so the crypt I was in, and she's just gonna turn and she's gonna, and I was that way. She knows exactly where she was in the cemetery.
All right. Amalia, you're just walking across, you're not being stealthy or sneaky or anything.
No,
Roll me a perception.
I have to hide my love of all things dead. I mean, graveyards. And did you say perception?
Yes, please.
I see. Well, that's a 24.
Okay.
Because perceiving is what I do.
Well, you see him as he steps out from behind that crypt, it is the Minotaur.
Dun dun dun.
You see his eyes widen slightly.
Does he run like a little schoolgirl?
He does like that cartoon sort of walk where he presses himself against the side of the crypt and sort of sneaks around until he can dip around
He's
the
got a
corner.
theme song going, doesn't he?
He kind of does. And I'm not even going to make the other two roll for perception. A moment later, you see a Minotaur just running across the
Holy
cemetery.
Oh, he's
Excuse
very
me.
fast.
Hello?
What did you do to him?
I find that question offensive. I don't know why. I mean, do you need pointers? Like, how was it with you and yours?
Oh, it was that. Okay. I was not planning to desecrate a crypt with hanky panky on the day of my brother-in-law's wedding. I was wondering why he doesn't want to talk to us, but I think I have the answer.
Desecrating a crypt, it's a sacred ceremony that, like, brings blessings or whatever it was
Oh,
that you
God.
communing
Oh my God.
with.
That's not what she meant.
Okay.
So the good news is that the crypt is open.
Excellent.
I'm gonna put Snookums on the ground and be like, go find, and I will follow after him, of course.
Okay.
But he's on a very, very fancy like leash harness setup. You just can't really see the harness because of all of the mop
The
of hair,
fluff,
so
yeah.
you just see like the leash appearing out of this mop. So,
Beautiful. He starts snuffling around and comes back out a minute later. Nothing.
okay. Pat him on the head, give him a treat. Alright, well, that's a bust. Did you go anywhere else in the course of your ceremonial ritual?
There was this crypt, and then there was the catacomb, and
And
then
the catacombs.
So
course.
adding catacombs.
Well,
to the
there's
list
an
of
entrance to the
places.
catacombs in the crypt, and like we heard some noises, and we were like, "Oh, better not be too loud. They're communing." So we went into the catacombs. You know what? I'm just gonna go take a quick peek.
You go take a quick peek. I'm gonna go flag down my husband.
Okay.
Gonna take a quick peek.
Amalia, go ahead and roll investigation.
Sure, I would love to do that.
I will follow Amalia just so we don't abandon one of our party in the middle of the catacombs.
No matter how much you want to. That is a 10.
It's like I'm not going
Like,
to ruin
maybe
the
if you-
wedding by losing the maid of honor.
That's fair.
Yeah. So, as you were exploring, you're finding nothing other than some prints in the dirt.
I see.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, all right, I've seen more than I wanted to of this, and I'm going to go back out.
Autumn, you are able to easily find your husband.
Yeah. Go meet him on the like halfway. I'm just be like, right. So, everything's bad, but yes, I found your bow tie.
I was wondering, where did it go?
It was at the museum. Were you at the museum? I didn't go to that one.
Yeah, I didn't really have much of a choice. There was a whole thing.
Figured I just couldn't remember. We found that there. We found the vows.
Right,
at
I could use
the
those.
stables. Yeah, you should
At
take
the
those because
stables. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Because he emptied his pockets before getting on the horse because he thought that the crinkling of paper would scare the horse, which was kind of dumb, but
he has other wonderful skills.
he does. But yeah, he's not a animal person.
That's not one of them. No. Much better with the machines.
Yes.
You found the shoes.
Right, yes. And he hands over these shoes. They're in a case. Like, they're not something that you could just stick in a
Oh,
pocket.
yeah, no.
They are It's a sort of clear
Okay.
case, and you can see the intricate details, and the heels are huge, and there's something happening inside of them. You see uh,
Like
little
movement.
things turning, and
Oh, okay. These
Well,
are
guess I don't need these anymore. Throw them in the crypt.
As Amalia is coming out because she stayed behind to pick up some graveyard dirt, she's getting like bonked in the head by a pair of light up shoes.
the lights going off.
all right. Wonderful. Okay, okay, okay. That's one of the things. Do you? I don't know if you spoke to Jerison. Did Amalia ever actually come pick them up? Did they come back, or
Oh no,
have they just been there the
they've
whole
been there
time?
the whole time. He finished
Okay.
them and put them in the box and waited. He
Okay.
wasn't sure who was going to come get them, so
Got it. Right. Sorry. We're missing several very important lucky items for the brides. So
crap.
we're
They're really into the whole lucky thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
So we have the something borrowed, and now we have the something new.
Okay, so you've got to get the old and the blue. Crap.
Yes, there's a
Yes.
scrap of lace
Uh-huh.
that has been worn by 7 generations of the family, so that seems pretty important.
And then
Yeah.
a handkerchief.
Yes, and the embroidered handkerchief. I don't know if
Right.
you saw either of these around anywhere either. I know that's not really your
No.
bag. I assume you're supposed to be taking care of rings. You have the rings, right?
Yeah, and
Okay.
he pulls out a box from his pocket, and it's another fancy clockwork looking thing, and he pulls
Yeah.
it up. Yeah, they're both
Just-
right there.
Sorry, just checking. We
Yeah,
found
no,
so
ooh.
many missing things today.
Yeah.
None of them the ones we were looking for.
I'm still supposed to stop by the florist to pick up the what are they called for guys? The boutonnieres.
Boutonnieres?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
What? Amalia, are you supposed to get the bouquets?
The
Please
what
tell me
now?
you did the- Oh my goodness.
When you go to get the boutonnieres, could you check, and if the bouquets haven't been
No,
picked up,
what
could you just get
bouquet?
those also?
Flowers.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I did that for pickup. We should pick them up.
Well, it sounds like maybe we should continue looking for the things we need by 4:55. And if you're going to the florist anyway, honey, maybe you could just double check.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
thank
sure.
you. Just text if one of us needs to run over and help.
Okay, yeah. All right, love you.
Thank you, sweetie.
So her wedding color, it's neon pink, right?
Maybe I can just grow some. Maybe I can just grow some. Autumn, I don't remember if I ever actually explained this. So Autumn is a like 6'6" Autumn Eladrin. She's very tall and kind of has that like floral vibe to
Nice.
her. And then of course her husband is a gnome. So
Beautiful. Well, I think now that we have found one of the items, plus several other important things that you didn't know were missing, I think this is a good time for us to take a short break and rehydrate and regroup and figure out where we're going next. So stay tuned, friends, and we will be back shortly. Hello and welcome back to Meme of the Month. We are playing our wedding fetch quest today, and we've had some interesting events so far.
Yeah.
So, when we took our break, they had just recovered the first of the 3 items they needed, the pair of shoes, which was the bride's something new. They still have to find her something old and her something blue. So, we will pick back up right where we left off. Where do you guys want to go next?
All right. Well, I suppose the next step is the Chinese food.
We should see if we left
Chinese-
everything at
Chinese
the
restaurant.
restaurant.
Yes.
And we could at least check the trailhead from the nature hike. That's right
We
in
could-
the woods nearby, so we can see if somebody turned anything in at the ranger station or whatever they have here.
Can we maybe have lunch?
What time is it?
It is, let's say, it's about 2 o'clock now.
Okay.
Oh boy.
It's time for second brunch.
Maybe we can get something to go, but we
Let's
do
get
not
something
have
to
a
go at
lot
the
of
restaurant. We gotta
time.
go.
Yes. Yes, we really need to
Do they make scorpion bowls to go?
It's called a walk me down, and I don't know if they're legal in Meme Town or not, but so many things are that maybe we can get
Everything's
one.
legal in Meme Town.
This is a very, very lawless country for a place with so many laws.
Oh, goodness, yes. All right.
To the Chinese food restaurant.
You approach the Chinese food restaurant. It looks, as most Chinese food restaurants do, it's got some big picture windows in the front and very stereotypical looking decoration. As you walk in, there is a young human woman there who smiles at you and gives a little half bow and says, "How may I help you today?"
Do you remember that incredibly raucous wedding-related party that was here a few nights ago?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I'm so sorry about that. We think something might have got left behind here. So
Uh-huh.
we were coming to check if anything got
Ah,
left that we needed to recover.
yes, one moment, please.
Thank you.
She steps into the back. And a moment later, she returns with a brown paper bag and holds it out to you. Please take it. Please tell them not to come back. At least not all together. Please.
Okay.
Of course.
Yes. Thank you. We'll
Hi.
reach into my pocket and put a few coins in the tip jar.
Thank you.
And head back outside. And
Good.
then open the bag.
You did mention that it was a rather raucous group. There are
Is that where my underwear went?
3 bras in the bag.
Are you 34C?
Mm,
Or a you can just check. Here you go.
I will leave
It's
it up
gonna
to
be the
you
black
whether or
one.
not one of them is yours.
no, you know what? I gave that one to the Minotaur. Never mind.
Oh, goodness.
Didn't need to know that.
Learning so many things about the rest of the bridal party that I was not prepared for.
Oh, well, the good news is you
Wait, the
didn't-
Minotaur's not in the bridal party, right?
No.
Not anymore!
Oh, goodness.
Okay, well,
So, the nature drink block, the nature block.
yeah. I'll put
Maybe.
Snookums down again to snuffle his way
And
along the edge of the trailhead.
Snuffle he does. And it doesn't take him long to get you to a tree that has, it looks like a jack-o'-lantern carved into the side of it. And as you're looking at it, go ahead and roll me a perception.
14.
Okay.
Back to my 19s again.
Okay.
14 for me.
All right, so you all spot that the nose of the jack-o'-lantern seems to be sort of sticking out, almost like a button that you could push in.
I'm going to use my mage hand to push it in.
All
Push his
right.
nose.
You do, and there's sort of a glimmer of magic, and this door sort of appears as an outline and swings in. And this fellow steps out, and he is a skeleton. You think. He's wearing a suit, which is not what skeletons normally do. But he steps out. Hello, my friends. How can I help you today?
Hi, we're
Hello.
looking for some things we might have lost. A handkerchief and some lace.
Yeah, those don't sound very much like a Halloween thing. I don't think I've got those around, unless it's a Halloween handkerchief
it's a
of some
wedding.
sort. A wedding.
It's a wedding thing.
That's another celebration. You know, we're just not a big fan of celebrations on Halloween. Right, boys? And you see a group of skeletons crowding behind this fellow. And I'd like you all to roll
Are
initiative.
they
please.
aggressively crowding?
Oh yes, they are. They are roll initiative
Oh.
crowding.
Oh boy.
Initiatively crowding.
Initiatively crowding.
Oh, cool. That's
11.
a 12.
It's a 7.
Okay.
Oh my god, how do I go first with a 12? Actually, they probably go first.
Let me get these in here right. Let's see.
We've offended them with it. They're letting them, like, acknowledging it's something other than Halloween.
Basically, yes. So, the 4 skeletons step out. And, you know, you didn't expect skeletons to have swords, but they do. And they start attacking. The first one is going to try and swipe at Kellen.
Oh boy.
So that is 15 to hit.
15 is my armor class.
All right, so that will hit. So that is 4 damage from that first skeleton.
Okay.
The next one also wields a short sword, and he's coming for Autumn. And with that nat 1, he's not going to hit you.
Thank God.
The third skeleton also swings a short sword at Autumn. And that 23 is probably going to hit.
But I'm going to use my reaction to use my instinctive charm to make him make a wisdom saving throw to attack the skeleton next to him instead.
What does he need to make for a save?
He needs a DC 15 wisdom save.
He hit 15.
Damn it.
Oh,
Okay. Well, I tried. At least it means I don't burn that. I can use it until I succeed with it. So
Oh, good. So
anyway,
that will be 8 damage.
Ooh,
Oof.
yeah.
The fourth one, he doesn't have a sword. He has a bow. And he is aiming at Amalia, who's a little bit further away.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 20 to hit.
Let me check. Wedding dress. Yes, it hits.
Okay. And that is 3 piercing damage.
Ouch. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine.
And with a 12, that was Amalia or Kellen?
12 is Amalia.
All right. Amalia, you're up.
We're just gonna have to see how the undead like some eldritch blast. Does a 14 hit?
It does.
Cool.
Which one are you
I
hitting?
would like nice. Max damage. 14 damage.
Okay. And which one is it that you hit?
The one that was rude enough to hit me.
All right. You Eldritch
They paid a
blast
lot
him.
for this dress that they gave me.
Yes, they did. You Eldritch Blast him, and
I
he
do.
vaporizes. He bursts
Yeah.
into a million tiny little bone fragments.
And Amala's going to be like,
so they're not
I
very
panicked.
beefy.
They are not beefy.
Very cool.
No,
I'll
Beefy
save
is
my
the guy
higher
that just
lever.
bit me.
Beef.
Kellen, you're up.
All right. I would like to cast Magic Missile.
Ooh.
And I would like to use a sorcery point what's it called?
Transmutation?
Transmuted spell to change it from force. No, force isn't one of the ones listed. Dang it. I was going to change it to lightning damage because that's my dragon ancestor. So never mind. Hold on. Whatever, I'll still cast it.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Magic Missile, which does three glowing darts of magical force. Each dart hits a creature of your choice. So I'm going to do one to each. Actually, no, I'll do, one to each. Why not?
Okay.
And it does 1d4 plus 1 force damage.
Okay.
So that's a 4, so 5 force
Woo.
damage
All
to
right.
the each to the remaining 3.
All right.
Do I have to roll to hit that? No, I don't.
Nope.
No,
that one
just
auto
hits.
hits.
No.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Autumn.
There's 2 right in front of me since they both attacked me with swords, so I am going to bring my fingers together and burning hands. I need dexterity saves from both of them, please.
Okay. That is a 20 and a 20. Wow.
Jesus
How can I roll
Christ.
well when I'm not playing
Oof.
my characters?
Yikes. Well, at least they'll still take half damage.
Okay.
So that's something. So they will each take 6 fire damage.
Okay.
And Snookums is going to plop down on the ground and go chomp on a bone, which is basically his way of taking the dodge action.
Nice. All right. The first fellow, the skeleton in a suit, says, "Oh, now see, that's not fair. I don't like that."
What do you mean that's not fair? We were just asking for help, and then you 6 skeletons on us. What about this situation is meant to be fair?
He is going to swing at. Kellen was closest, so he's going to swing at Kellen.
All right.
That is 18 to hit,
That'll hit.
and math is hard when it doesn't do it for me. That is 22 damage.
Ooh, boy.
Mother
Okay.
of dragons.
But that is all that he can do. The skeleton standing in front of you, however, is going to take the opportunity to swipe at you again. But 11 is not going to hit.
It is not.
The 2 that had attempted to swipe you before Autumn are going to attempt once more. Ooh, that is a nat 20.
Reroll silvery barbs.
Nice. Okay. And that is a nat 1.
I'll take it.
So
Kellen,
the first one misses.
Cool. Kellen, you have inspiration on your next turn. Or
Cool.
advantage. I think you can use it on. You have advantage on your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Perfect.
And
Let's see
the
this other one.
other skeleton will 16 to hit.
Will hit.
And that is 4 damage.
Cool.
And
But
Amalia.
at least it's not crit double.
Exactly. Amalia, you're up.
All right, so who was the one that just hit Kellen for like a lot?
The main guy.
The main guy.
So Jack? That isn't Jack?
Yes. Not Jack.
Fantasy, not Jack. Okay.
Yeah, we didn't ask his name. He's the one in the suit, though.
The suit guy.
We didn't
is-
get that far. We didn't get that far into the conversation.
Nope. He was really not having it,
Not
Well,
Halloween attack.
basically.
incredibly rude. So Amalia's going to hurl a fire bolt
Okay.
at him. Does a 22 hit?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's going to give us 2d10 fire damage.
Ooh,
So that is going to be 12 fire damage.
all right. He looks at you.
To Fantasy, not Jack.
Kellen, you're up.
Okay. Are any of them in a, if I like wanted to do a line, like a lightning bolt, how many could I hit in
I
one
think you could
line?
hit all 3 of the regular skeletons.
Okay. That's just like, it's the 3rd level, so it's like a ton of damage. I don't think that's like a lot of, it's like overkill.
I think you're right.
So let's do Scorching Ray.
Okay.
So that is a 2nd level spell. It's gonna be 3 rays of fire, but I'm gonna use a sorcery point to transmute it to lightning damage.
Okay.
So a ranged spell check for each ray. I will do the first 2 at the main guy, and then
Okay.
the last one at the skeleton in front of me.
Okay.
So I'll just do the one at the skeleton in front of me first. Ooh, that's only a 10 to hit.
That will not hit.
Okay, let's do 20, dirty 20.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so and let's just do the other one, over 20.
Yep.
So it's gonna be 2d6 lightning damage, and there was another feature. I can add 4 to 1 damage roll, because I have a elemental affinity.
Okay.
When I make an attack with the type associated with my draconic ancestry.
Beautiful.
So one of those gets a +4. Hold on. Sorry. All right, so let's do 2d6, then another 2d6 +4.
Okay.
All right. First attack is 7 +4 is 11 lightning damage.
Okay.
And the second attack is 7 lightning damage.
All right. He is turned his attention to you now. He was looking at Amalia. He's not sure about all of this.
Just the scorching ray that is lightning instead of fire.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Autumn.
I would like suit skeleton to give me an intelligence saving throw, please.
Ooh. Oh, he's not smart. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a 3 minus 2, giving him a grand total of 1.
Great.
Oof.
He suddenly
to use
feels
it-
really
I forgot to
bad
use
about
my
all his
advantage.
life choices. As I am going to reach out with Tasha's Mind Whip.
Amazing.
So he is going to take 7 psychic damage. He cannot take reactions till the end of his next turn, and on his next turn, he may choose if he wants to use a movement, an action, or a bonus action, but he may only have one of them.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, that takes away one of the things he was going to be able to do. All right.
That's the goal. Yeah.
How long does that advantage you gave me last? Because I forgot to use it.
1 minute. So as long as this fight doesn't go more
Okay,
than
so I'll
10
use it.
rounds, you can use it. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll probably be fine.
I hope it doesn't take longer than 10 rounds to beat this guy.
Oh my god, yes.
Well, he is going to do what he can do and swing his great axe at Kellen once more. But that is 12 to hit. So that is going
Yeah,
to
he's-
miss.
He's gonna sidestep it.
The skeleton in front of you is also going to swipe at you with his short sword. The 10 is not going to hit. This fellow...
Just glance off the scales on his arm. Chink.
The skeleton that has been attacking you, Autumn, is going to attack once more. And that's another nat 1. Okay, so maybe I'm not rolling as well as I thought. Cool. And the second one in front of you rolls a 2 for 6. So also not going to hit you.
They're all a little hesitant now that they just see the, like, creepy,
Yeah, they're not so keen on this.
too intelligent. Like, oh no, it's not good.
Amalia, you're up.
Amalia is up. And so our besuited friend,
Mm-hmm.
he is upright. He's not prone,
That is correct.
but he's clearly got something on his mind.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, then I'm going to... why not? Going to produce from my décolletage a diamond.
Ooh.
And I'm going to send a 4-inch sphere of energy at him. I'm going to go for fire damage this
Okay.
time. And no, I don't want to roll damage. I want to roll to hit. What is that? What is happening? Okay. Does he have a save?
I don't know. What are you trying to roll?
I have to make a ranged spell attack against the target. Does a 16 hit him?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay. If the attack hits, the creature takes 3d8 damage of the type that I choose.
Okay.
And I chose fire. And 11.
Okay. He looks down, and his very lovely striped suit is now mostly missing. It has burned away.
Yes.
All right.
Because fire.
Kellen, you're up.
I'm going to reach out and try to grab the main skeleton guy and cast Shocking Grasp.
Ooh. Okay.
So I will. I'll use my advantage from before. That is a 23.
That will definitely hit.
Or 22. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be 2d8 lightning damage. Plus 4 because of my draconic ancestry.
Nice.
Where are my d8s? There they are. 4 plus 4 is 8.
Okay. Autumn.
They seem to have the besuited one well in hand, and I'm tired of getting hit, so I'm going to turn to whichever of the two that are still in front of me looks more injured, and I am going to drop a mind sliver, so I need another intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Please.
That would be a 9.
That will not pass. So he is going to take 5 damage, psychic damage, and if he makes any saving throws before the end of my next turn, he must subtract a d4 from them.
He will not be making any saving throws because he collapses into a pile of bones.
Beautiful. Snookums comes over and grabs a femur and starts chowing down.
Excellent. It is now our besuited friend's turn. And he is no longer restricted from movement, correct? That was just the one turn.
That was just for the one turn.
He is going to step forward so that he can use his great axe on Amalia.
Rawr.
Will 13 hit?
That 13 is my AC.
All right, so that is...
I'm not armored. I am dressed for a wedding.
Yeah, that is 26 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm. That's really neat. You know what? He's gonna have to take it up with the bride if I can't get this whole fixed. That's all I'm saying. I'm just...
Yeah.
You know what? She's way scarier than you. Actually, it's her mom.
And the first skeleton is going to once again swing at Kellen. Oops, that was the wrong stats. Will a 14 hit?
It does not.
Oh, okay. The second skeleton is going to attempt to swing at Autumn once more. That is a nat 20.
Silvery Barbs, re-roll it.
All right.
My AC is 11, and I'm a wizard. I cannot afford to get hit.
That is a 17.
That will hit me still.
So that
but
is-
at least it's not a crit.
Right, that's only 3 damage.
Cool.
And Amalia, you're up next.
Yeah. All right. Who's doing such a number on my good friend Autumn?
It is skeleton number 2.
Well, then I would
Well,
like
now that you named
to
it, now we can't fight him anymore.
speak for yourself. Because Amalia, well, you know, she's gonna have like one hand forward and she will have been like zorching the man in the suit, and she's gonna like throw her other hand out to the side and cast an Eldritch Blast at skeleton number 2, whose AC is, I'm hoping, less than 19.
It is. It is.
Okay, well then skeleton number 2 can cordially take 13 force damage.
And he also crumbles into little bits of bone dust.
Thank you.
All right, Kellen, you're up.
So there's one in front of me, and then there's the
The big guy.
suited guy.
Yeah.
Okay. I am getting so fed up with everything that I'm going to use bonus action to cast Dragon's Breath on myself, which lets me use an action to do a breath weapon. So I'm going to. It's going to be a lightning breath weapon.
Amazing.
Love it.
Yep. So it's what is it? Reading this spell, 15-foot cone. Can I get both of them in the cone?
Yes.
And avoid. Okay. And I would love to avoid my friends.
We'll use fantasy physics, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. He's just like screaming at these skeletons, like, we have stuff to do.
Time for this!
We are busy.
That is 11 plus 4 because it's lightning, so 15 damage to each of them.
Nice. Well, that takes out both of them.
Amazing.
Oh, do I have to roll to hit?
Oh, yeah, you probably should.
Oh, is it or is it a saving throw? Oh, it's a save.
Saving throw. Okay.
Yeah, saving throw they take 8.
What is the save?
15.
For
What is it? Dexterity
Probably
save.
Dex, yeah.
Dex, yes.
well, that 6 fails,
Oh,
and so the skeleton is definitely dead, and that nat 1 also fails. So yes,
Oh.
Yes.
yes, you have eliminated all of them. All right, excellent.
is the glowing door that they stepped out of still here?
It is.
I would like to kind of just peek inside, like look. Do I see anything else coming? Or
You don't.
great, I'm gonna close the door.
Probably good plan.
Right, and we're done with that. Chook.
I would have remembered if they were in there.
I mean,
You would think.
I understand them being a little defensive. The Hollowed Lands have been badly embroiled in their civil wars for a very long time. It's kind of understandable. I just don't think they need to be bringing them here.
Definitely not to the wedding. The wedding. What things? I have to find the things
All right.
that I didn't lose.
where-
I mean,
Where else could they be, or do we just have to? Oh, I really don't want to have to go to Bed Bath and Beyond. It's a Saturday, and it's going to be just full of so many people trying to do returns, and
So many people, and just
I,
coughs and just a little bit of electricity just sputters out as the end of his breath weapon is kind of fades
Yes.
away.
yeah.
Do you need a mint, a lozenge?
I'm good. I'm good. And then he also is going to take his cast mending on Amalia's any wedding attire that got damaged. Just real quick, do that.
Yeah,
Bless you.
stand here for like 10 minutes. You can do the
I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's one of the few things that I don't have, but I do have prestidigitation. So,
all right. Where else?
okay, so it wasn't
Haven't
there.
we
It
looked
wasn't
yet?
there. Wasn't there. Went to the theater, and we went to.
We could
As
okay,
you're-
hear me out. This is a long shot. No, go ahead.
No,
Cut me
let's
off.
see
I
what
was-
you're doing.
This is a long shot. I have a cousin who works at the call center, so they're probably on today. We could get in, borrow a computer, and see if there's any information on that thumb drive that we got back from the theater. I think it's just our PowerPoints, but at this point, who knows?
I think it's a good idea, something to start.
All right.
I guess
you
any
s-
direction is better than none.
That's true.
As you
Laundry
are
grasping at straws.
on your
here.
way to the call center, your sending stone activates once more. And
Quickly
there's a
check
message
it.
from your husband that the florist won't let me pick it up because I'm not on the list, but it'll be ready at 3:30. And it's now about 2:30ish.
Okay.
Uh,
Also, does anyone have any healing spells?
Funny that you should ask that. No, I do
Great.
not.
I definitely thought I did, but apparently I did not prepare them this morning.
All right. Well, maybe we can
Mhm.
find a potion shop or something.
Okay, it looks like we might need to go to the florist. They won't release the flowers to my husband, so
I didn't want just anybody to take them. This is her special day.
Yes, but you
You
could
know
have
how
put
easily
the
it could have been
groomsmen
ruined?
on the list.
I mean, you expect me to remember everybody? There's
No, just the bride
Yeah.
party, really.
their names are so complicated. It's just gonna be easier if I did it myself. And she's gonna
How's
have
that going
the
for
grace
you?
to look a little sheepish and then walk in the direction that she hopes
Yep.
the call center is.
I will just turn to Kel and be like, right, so we should stop by the call center. We'll do this long shot, and then we should head to the florist so that at least we're not
Yeah.
missing the flowers also.
Right, because that's just not even.
Yeah.
I just didn't even think that was going to be a
Wait.
problem. So
Wait. Amalia actually put in the order for the flowers. Do you think maybe somewhere in the fog she gave them the piece of lace and it's already on the bouquet?
it's not a bad idea.
We can hope.
Which is
Okay.
Maybe it's just like, why did you give us this lace? Maybe it's supposed to be for the bouquet.
We'll head toward the call center so that we can make the loop. Trying to work on Meme Town travel rules. Everything's on the way to something
flexible.
else, which is great.
It is.
yeah.
It's convenient.
So you get to the call center, and your friend is there. You are. He looks a little frazzled. Thank you for calling.
Hi.
Please hold. Oh, hi.
Sorry, we were just hoping to borrow a computer for 5 minutes. You seem a little bit busy, though. Is everything okay?
Just a little. I just, there's been cutbacks, and so I'm the only one on the phones.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you for calling. I'm Jacques. Please hold. And he hangs up again. Oh, I hung up. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble.
Oh,
You know what?
darn.
That computer right there is free, and I don't have a password on it. Don't tell the boss.
Okay.
Just
That's fine.
and
Yeah.
ooh, if you have a chance, can you stop by the break room and maybe grab me a drink? That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
I'd love you forever.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, sir.
Of course.
And hi, thanks for calling. I'm Jacques. Yes.
Send my mage hand off to the.
Yeah, I'll go over to the computer and just
Okay.
kind of like, all right, and I'm gonna pull the thumb drive out of my pocket, plug it in, and see if there's anything on it besides the PowerPoints.
I want you to roll something for that to see what we've
Computer
got.
science.
Right?
Computers.
Given my life, I'm going to say survival.
There we go.
Computer.
I was gonna say insight to see if I can figure out how to use the computer.
Just straight intelligence. Didn't work.
17.
Okay, so you're scanning through it. You recognize your PowerPoint and the one that the bride's mother did. That was a long one. It's a huge file. It's a lot. The one that the bride's father did, the one that your husband did. Amalia's, it is weird. Somehow she managed to use emojis in the file name. You're not sure how that worked.
No, that was possible. That's kind of impressive. All right.
It's an eldritch gift.
Yes.
That's one of your packed invocations.
Yes.
Emojis in file name.
File name emoji.
But you also see another folder that is labeled playlists. And when you open it, there is a playlist for the ceremony. There is a playlist for the post-ceremony, pre-reception dinner or cocktail hour.
Yeah.
And there is the reception playlist as well.
Oh, thank God. I found the band.
Oh, good. We don't have to hire the creepy band from the theater.
That was going to be an option.
I mean, I told JD that they would, get to eat, to play, and they would eat.
I'm sure there will be leftovers. We can still feed your weird orcish metal friend.
I mean, that's a little judgy, don't you think?
Which part? Because I'm doing a lot of judgment right now.
We can we can talk about judging people after we get through this whole debacle.
Kellen, you sent your mage hand to the break room?
Yes. So, well, if it was nearby, if it wasn't, I'll wander towards the break room.
It wasn't super nearby, so we'll say that you wandered to the break room.
Yeah,
And
I'll wander that way, yeah.
You spot a vending machine. And it's got sort of your usual energy drinks. But it's also got this can that is painted white with a red cross on it. And it's got several of those that you can have for purchase. And it's
Yeah, I just definitely it's take get the water and send it that way, and then just punching that, kind of seeing if I can. I'll spend some gold if I have to,
Yeah.
but try to get hit the side of the thing. Or...
2 gold apiece.
Okay.
But it is a potion of greater healing.
Okay. Remind
And
me
I know
how
I'm
much.
severely undercharging, but
It's fine. This is fine.
they don't need it a lot in a call center. So
It's
kind of
it's kind of
old.
overflowing.
yeah, it smells a little bit weird.
We're trying to get rid of this stuff. Just take it.
Exactly.
I will buy a couple of the. Let's do 3.
Okay.
How much does that do?
That's an excellent question.
It's 44 plus 4 is the greater.
Yeah, I think so.
That's the one I always use because then I remember.
All right.
Yeah,
let's
44
just...
plus 4.
And let's see. All right, I will take care of that and add it. We don't need to stream that.
All right. Excellent.
Are you going to distribute to the rest of us or just tell us to get our own?
If you need, I'm going to buy them for me and hey, there's some health potions in there.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah.
Because I was at 18 hit points out of 44, so.
Yeah. No, I'm less than half, so that's why.
Yeah.
If you tell us, then I will also go purchase
Yeah.
one. And...
Same.
Hooray.
So you were all able to get some extra healing after visiting your friend Jacques de Stetferme.
Yeah.
And,
Thanks, Sean.
Look!
We'll have to we'll get lunch sometime.
yeah, good luck. Hi, thank you for calling. I'm Jacques. Thank you. Please hold. Okay, bye.
Bye. All right.
Heart.
Well, we haven't found two of the items we're looking for, but we have found an excessive number of other things that
Somehow we're also
could have
missing.
been in hand. Do you, Kellen, were you still in that group text chain with all the groomsmen? Maybe we should ask them if they've found the things we're looking for and if they're looking for anything, and we should sort of
Yeah,
combine
someone made that group
resources?
chat before they realized that I was actually in the bridal party and not with the groomsmen, but
Right.
I didn't. Yeah, whatever. So I haven't really responded much to it, but I've been getting all of those texts.
Are they
like,
talking about looking for weird missing things too?
I don't think so. Let me. And they pulls
Okay.
out his sending stone and
Okay. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot going on in that chat today, other than, hey,
Makes
did you know
sense.
that we found the vows? Did we know they were lost? I didn't know they were lost. There's lots of, oh, wait, when did we lose them? It's very, they're not on top of things.
No.
Or maybe they're
Mhm.
really on top of things. It's
so they
hard
just-
to tell.
yeah.
All right, to the florist, I guess.
All right. So you head on down to the florist. There's a very frazzled looking elven woman. And there are two others who are not too far behind her. And they seem to be very busy growing a whole bunch of flowers. And quickly trimming them and binding them up. And hello, yes, hi, how can I help you?
We're here for the Smurthwaite Grimwald wedding.
Oh,
Pick
right. A name on the order, please. Other than Smurthwaite Grimwald, who's the pickup person, the contact?
I would assume Amalia.
Darbonville?
Oh, yes, right
Amalia.
here. Okay,
Darby.
beautiful. I just need about 5 more minutes. We've got a few more flowers left to grow.
That's absolutely fine. We're a little early.
All right, thank you so much. And the groomsmen already picked up their boutonnieres, just so that we're clear, we're not missing anything along the way.
Perfect.
I have
Great.
the bridal bouquet. I've got the 3 bridesmaids bouquets and some corsage thing for the mother. It's almost as
Yes.
large as the bridesmaids bouquets, but
Yeah, that's
I was assured
correct.
that was correct. Okay, all right.
She insisted.
Yes, well, I know, Lady Claire. I'm not surprised. Please make yourself comfortable. And she scurries off to help the other 2. And just a few minutes later, with a bit of a flourish, they present you with 2 boxes. And in the first one are 2 of the bridesmaids' bouquets, and then the very large, rather garish corsage for the mother. And in the other box is another bridesmaid's bouquet and the bridal bouquet. And everyone roll me a
Is there any
perception.
lace on it?
Yeah, we all immediately just like, "Ugh."
Perception. Ooh, that's not gonna. Oh, it's an 8. Okay.
23.
Plus 0 to my
24.
perception, which was apparently a poor choice because that's been rolled like so much this.
Oh.
We can't all be
session.
good at everything.
Yeah.
You're very good at punch, which I am not.
Well, his strength is -1, so it's just
Metaphorical punch.
yeah.
So, Kellen, you are distracted by the mother of the bride corsage. It is a piece of work. It is exactly what you'd expect Lady Claire to want to wear.
Yeah. that
But the
sounds
other
about
2,
right.
you do notice that tied at the base of the bride's bouquet is this very delicate looking piece of lace.
Oh, thank goodness.
I know it.
Did you now? Sorry. That was my outside voice.
It's the voice of Lady Claire.
Right.
Yeah. But yes, it is a very old looking piece of lace. And the woman at the shop says, okay, so we did our best. Some of the flowers that they tried to order don't actually exist. I have my druids crafting the closest they could, but if it's not exact, I apologize. But we are somewhat bound by the laws of nature. And we did make sure...
It will be fine.
Thank you. We did make sure to use that lace that you dropped off, and it is secured. It is secured away from the flowers so that it doesn't get stained. But we would advise that after the ceremony, before you put the flowers into the vases on the table for display, that you do remove that lace to prevent any damage, because that is old.
Yes. 7 generations.
Wow. That's even older than I thought it was. Well,
We appreciate your care, and we should start getting these back to the
Yes,
house.
Thank you so much.
absolutely. Have a nice day. Enjoy the wedding as much as you can.
All right. So I have another thought. So far, everything that's been missing that we were looking for, that we knew was missing, has been found where it was supposed to be, in fact.
So is the
Molly-
handkerchief already in her dress?
In the corset, maybe? Could we be that lucky? They are halflings. They're just naturally lucky.
Might as well check at the dress shop. Well, she would already have her dress, right? Looking at Amalia.
What do you say, Amalia? I'm leaving this one up to you.
Okay, wait, what was the question? That was a lot of words.
The dress is the
My
wedding dress.
Yes, thank you for fixing the wedding dress. I'm not wearing a wedding dress. Oh, her dress.
At the house already?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Texting my husband.
No, I'm starting to feel like you just don't believe her when she's very confident about things.
Your husband, unfortunately, is not at the manor.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We'll figure it out. Thank you. Love you.
Oh no, this is good. She has her dress. She has all of her, undery things. There was the stretchy thing
Garter.
for that ceremony.
Mhm.
That's the one with the tossing of the thing. I made sure she had that.
Okay.
Right.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And there was this bag, somebody's secret, and that's where all the corset and stuff was.
Right. Okay. Yes.
And
I
then
don't think
the-
it was very
the handkerchief.
secret. It was-
Where did she order that from again? Did she tell us?
I know it was custom made.
She didn't say where she had ordered it from.
We could inquire at the Bed Bath and Beyond.
I'm thinking maybe she ordered it from the Bed Bath and Beyond. She's really so good about supporting local businesses. These like really small mom and
This
pop.
local business, Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the artisanal Bed Bath and Beyond.
Oh. Yeah,
I mean, I suppose we can poke our heads in. I'm really concerned that it's going to be full of a lot of traffic. Well, it's on the way back because everything's on the way back. So
Yep.
all right.
The only
Worth a
thing
shot.
happening this weekend is the wedding, and nobody shops at Bed Bath and Beyond the day of a wedding. They all have their stuff already, so there won't be any reason. Right?
You just see like any light that was remaining in Autumn's eyes, just like full, like blank 1,000-yard stare.
Just-
It's all gone into Kellen's just like
Like, electricity's crackling, and you're just like, okay. All right, let's stop at Bed Bath and Beyond.
All right. You do get to the Bed Bath and Beyond, and unfortunately, Autumn is right. It looks like
All
it's
the
maybe a
Karens.
little busy, and it's it's a little busy. When you get inside, though, it's maybe not quite what you'd expected. There is a line out the door, but the reason for the line out the door is because as you step in, you see a large swirling portal thing with a water elemental standing in front of it.
Oh, that wasn't here last time I went shopping.
No, it wasn't.
Okay. I will lean over
Does
to
it
the
look
nearest
like it's
person in line and ask
threatening?
what's going on.
Or...
The woman that you lean over to says, it started, and then I think the manager was going to try and talk it into leaving, but there's this woman up there, and as you look, you see the haircut. We know this haircut.
Oh boy.
And that woman decided that she needed to talk to the manager first, and so she and the thing are sort of in a fight, and
Trying to cut in line. That's really a bad
Yeah.
idea.
I don't know if she cut in line or if the thing cut in line. I think the thing cut in front of her, and she's just not having that. Plus, I mean, I know it's a Bed Bath and Beyond, but I don't think we take the bath that literally, so we kind of need it gone before we can keep shopping.
I'm on it.
All right, what you gonna do?
We need it gone, so she's going to stride past the line with the confidence
Oh,
of a mediocre white man. She's just going to go. Sorry. To where she sees a haircut. There is a threat to be eliminated here. So she is going to request that Karen make a wisdom saving throw of 15 or higher.
Okay. The 4 is not going to do it.
It is not. So, Amalia will have put her hand on the woman's right shoulder and then leaned in to speak in her left ear, and tell her a few choice words about the thing in front of her and how its mother wears combat boots or something funny. Because now she will fall prone, become incapacitated and unable to stand up, because everything is hilariously funny. In her brain, it is 2 a.m. and everything's funny.
All right.
So I have taken out the biggest threat to the Bed Bath & Beyond. You're welcome.
I think as soon as Autumn saw Amalia go for Karen and not the water elemental, she was going to turn and hand the dog and the shoes that she's been carrying this whole time, or hanging on to Kellen, and say, "Could you just hold these for one moment?"
Sure.
And then I'm gonna head for the water elemental
Okay.
and look and be like, I'm really sorry. It's very busy here. There's a lot going on. Maybe you could deal with this tomorrow when it's a little less busy. And I would like a wisdom saving throw from the water elemental as I cast suggestion.
That would be 11.
Great! I really think it would be you'd get such better service if you could just come back tomorrow.
It looks at you, looks up at the line, and it's, as much as a water elemental can sigh, it sort of sighs, steps back into its portal, and the portal swirls closed. So,
Oh, hey. I mean, that's a little overkill, I had heard. Okay.
so
Technically, we just got 2 people out of line, so I think that's fine.
Yeah, they seem to really be holding it up, so it should be much smoother now.
it really should. You were holding, Kellen was holding the dog and the shoes.
Yes.
Was he also holding the 2 boxes of flowers? Or
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
It's
I think everything is in the
Just
pile.
stacked. Gotcha.
It's like
Right.
he's holding it and it's definitely above his face, so he can't.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Really?
The
see
dog,
what's
the
going
dog,
on.
the dog might be just like
Wrapped around his
sitting
legs at
on
this
your
point.
shoes or like wrapped around your legs. He's just like chilling.
Okay. All right. So,
So, wait, wasn't there something about a handkerchief? Weren't we supposed to find a thing?
Yes, it's the last thing we're missing.
That's the whole thing.
It's the whole thing. Wait.
Do we think that it's here?
I think it's a good chance.
It could be at this point. I'm going to go purchase some bed sheets in a similar color to the handkerchief, so that if I have to very swiftly turn a pillowcase into a handkerchief at
Sure.
the last minute, I have something to do it with.
okay. Are you going on your own? Is anyone else coming with you? Are you taking back some of the things that poor Kellen
I will
is-
take. I will take some of the stuff that I was carrying back from Kellen.
Okay.
I will carry the flowers
Okay.
and follow behind the very tall, pretty elf.
Hard to lose me in a crowd.
But if it's here, then why are? But if it's there, then why are we here?
And as you get to the bedding section,
Is it there?
you do not see it.
Yeah.
You do, however, see a small dwarven woman with very pretty braids in her beard, who's restocking things. Oh, hi! How can I help you today?
I'm so sorry. We lost a powder blue handkerchief, and I was looking to see if we had some sheets or something, so that if I needed to replace it, I could, make something in a pinch.
Oh, certainly. And she drags one of those big rolly. It's not quite steps. It's not quite a ladder. Drags it over, climbs up, and barely reaches and grabs a powder blue pillowcase and brings it down and says, "Do you think this'll do?"
It's going to have to.
All right. And she looks at you all and says, "Well, good luck." And she looks at Amalia and says, "You know, I like your dress."
Thanks. It has pockets. It has pockets.
And Amalia
My dress has
realizes
pockets.
what she is wearing. It is the dress with pockets. And Amalia, you reach into your pocket, which it turns
Oh my
out
God.
is essentially a bag of holding. And you pull out the singular item that is in your pocket, which is a
It's in my
powder
pocket.
blue handkerchief embroidered with the bride's new initials.
I can't believe it.
Autumn stares at her for a full minute, reaches out, takes the handkerchief, and then takes the pillowcase and just pops it over her. Just like, all right.
It has pockets.
You didn't think to check that like an hour ago, 2 hours ago?
6 hours ago.
Remember, it had pockets 6 hours ago.
Are you going through withdrawals?
It's-
Do we need to get you a drink so you can think
It is-
straight?
It has been like a really rough week for me. Like a lot of responsibility was put on me, and I just feel like everything worked out okay. Everything's fine. I mean, we have everything, and it's not like it's 3:55. What time is it?
Yeah, it is about 4:15.
And
gotta
we're jogging,
go.
and we're running, and we're going.
And also, you still haven't done any of your hair and makeup or anything.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, we gotta go.
You do make it back to the Smurthwaite Manor, where you are able to present Lady Alisara with all of her lucky items. And she sort of looks you all up and down. Did you need my stylist? Because she hasn't left yet. Because you're
It's
not going to look
available.
like that, right?
Oh, no, no, no.
Okay.
We're not going to look like this. But if she's available to assist, it would certainly expedite things.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got like a half hour before I need to put on the dress. So come on. And she takes you upstairs. The stylist, it turns out, is a little bit of a wizard as well. And it takes no time to get all three of you perfectly sorted.
Prestidigitated.
Your
I took an
dresses-
elective in illusion before I switched my major. Yeah.
There you go. So, you all look great. All of the missing items are now found. And the halfling is going to have the luckiest wedding day possible. And that is the end of our wedding fetch quest.
And nobody murdered Amalia.
Barely.
It was close.
We have to save something for the reception. Blood
True.
sacrifice.
Oh,
They do that
Wait,
in
I had
these
to, I
weddings
had to
too?
do a speech.
Oh, see,
What's a toast?
I have 3 speeches prepared, and then they told me they didn't want me to give one, which I think, again, is because they all hate me, but that's okay. I was never much of one for public speaking anyway.
aw.
Oh, so I bet we don't need all of this bread for the toast. It was in my pocket.
Maybe you should give that to the caterers and see if they can whip up a nice bruschetta.
Oh, and on that note, thank you all for playing. This was an absolutely delightful game.
Hey,
Calling back all sorts of
So
fun little
silly.
bits.
so fun.
Very silly.
We will take just a moment to go in our reverse order this time and just let everyone drop any promos that they want. Tanya, you got anything to tell us about?
I don't, just that, you should watch more Majestic Ooze Network. It makes you happy.
We can do that. Alondra.
You can find me on Tuesdays running Keys for the Golden Vault over on Quests and Chaos. We've got a couple more episodes of that, then we're going to be doing some one-shots, and in June, I will be seeding the chair, and we'll be doing a special Pride-themed run of Thirsty Sword Lesbians. So anybody who watched our Everybody Dates the BBEG and likes that system, you can head over there and check that out. And I will certainly have more stuff in the works to talk about soon, so you can follow me on all of the socials at Lady Bedivere and get updates on that.
Thank you. And Joseph.
You can find me. The main thing I do that's not my own job is the Redacted Reports. We're just finishing up season 5. We have our talk back coming up fairly soon. So
The 24th.
if you are a listener, feel go to the socials and find the link. You can submit questions, and that's coming up very soon. Yeah, and you can find me on Twitter. And other places, but not usually on Twitter.
All right.
So
And you can usually find me here on the Majestic Goose Network, and especially on Wednesdays, every other Wednesday, we do Crits and Knits, our elderly adventurers who are all part of a knitting guild, and that's how they met. So that is all for now. We will be back next month, I believe June 3rd. Yes, June 3rd. So 4 weeks from today. Hopefully we will see you all then. Until next time, see you later.
Good night.
Bye.